Come on, Sid. Don't be scared.
Sorry.
Hit it.
Mine's already open.
Go! Welcome everybody back to another episode of Hoov's Yo Daddy Podcast. We're back again. I'm Dom. He's X, and we're joined today with another special guest, my wife in the flesh, Sid. Yep.
Sup?
Now she's not used to the podcast. We're used to doing this one take, raw, unfiltered, uncensored. We're here for it. But today we want to go ahead and we want to introduce a new topic. That's why Sid's here. The new segment that we want to run with is called, what is it? It's Women. Women Ask Why.
Yeah, Women Ask Why.
Women Ask Why. So we pitched this kind of in our pilot episode.
I pitched a name. It got vetoed.
We vetoed it. It's Women Ask Why. And what we want to do is we want to ask the women questions that
women viewers and listeners.
We want to know questions that women have that they're afraid to ask men. Maybe they don't want to ask their significant other.
Maybe their man's, maybe he's emotionally unstable. They don't want to ask him questions.
Hey, maybe they don't want to ask their husband why he does, I don't know, why he doesn't put the seat down on the toilet. I don't know.
Maybe it's why he walks up the stairs bare
Whoa. Okay, that's beside the point. We want to know those questions. So, Sid went behind the scenes last week and she said, I'm going to ask some questions. She's the owner of a mom's group on Facebook. How many participants do you have in that group?
I think like 287.
287. 287 women. Fresh moms, new moms, moms that have been around a little bit.
Moms.
Women that have questions that they're afraid to ask their man. And we're gonna answer them today. I'm already a drinking. I got 2 more drinks in front of me. Let's get juicy with this. Oh, let me get this out the shot. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. So, Sid, go ahead and get your phone. Let's get these questions popping. Or do you want to give the audience a little introduction on who you are, a little bit about you, if you're gonna be on more of the podcast?
No.
Now,
I'm
Sid,
sorry, she's shy.
Now, Sid, we did have on a previous episode where me and Dominic had a bet that if I lose, you and Dom have to come on a live episode and wax my legs.
Right.
So, are you actually going to do that?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I can't
get out
We're
of
gonna
it.
have to go buy the wax kit because I already know I'm gonna win. But like I said, that's besides the point. Watch the sports podcast if you don't know what we're talking about. It was episode 2. Check it out. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, and we're moving on. All right, so let's go.
Okay, but you guys don't know what these questions are.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
We have no idea what these questions are.
Yeah.
Just for it is our pure shock and awe response.
Okay, so what do you think they're gonna be though? Like raunchy, not raunchy?
Oh, they're gonna be
I think
raunchy. I hope
some
my
of them
mom's
will be
not
raunchy.
watching.
I think some of them won't. I feel like a lot of them are penis related and ball
We
related.
don't care that much about what's down there.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
question 1.
So I'm gonna start kind of like with the topic of love.
Oh gosh.
What's that?
Well, I'm
What's
gonna
love got to
ask
do
you
with
the
it? You know what I mean?
questions.
What is love?
Okay.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Okay. So the first question, let's see.
Yeah, scoot up to the mic.
Sorry. Let's see. Don't look. Don't be a
Hurry
cheater.
up, let's
Okay.
go.
So what does falling in love from a male's perspective look like?
I'll go first. As someone who's been married and divorced, it's a real punch in the crotch, man. I don't mean so. When you know, speaking from my own experience, it's this: you just don't want to be with anyone else. Like being around that person. Like for me, maybe it's different for Dom. Stuff's just not as good as it is without him. Like drinking, eating, sitting on the couch watching TV, it just feels different. And if you can't see that person, knowing they're not there, like if you can picture them not in your future, then it's not love. It is what it is.
Jeez, I almost shed a tear right there. I didn't know this was going already. What was the question again? I got lost in Xavier's eyes.
Oh.
It happens.
Awkward.
Oh, I mean X. Sorry, I just doxed it.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Okay, so the question is,
Already been doxed twice.
what's falling in love look like from a male's perspective?
If you ask any of my buddies back in high school, I think when they ask, hey, what does love look like? It looked like
They probably said a little bit.
they would have said something like, hey, bro, you're whipped. You're whipped. Where's the ball and chain? I mean, I think that's even what my coach said back in high school. My football coach, like, hey, you got a little bit of a heavy ball and chain there. But I would say that, I mean, it just looks like, like kind of like what X said, you don't necessarily want to go and spend any time without him. I mean, I like the time that I spend with my wife. I'm only saying that because she's standing right here. But
That was rude.
He loves you, Sid.
But I definitely go and it's one of those things where if you would do anything for your significant other and you would drop everything to do that and make them happy, even through the hard times, sometimes your significant others make you mad. But at the end of the day, if they're
you
able
don't go to bed mad at them.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you have so much invested. I think that it's one of those where it's like the clouds move out of the sky and it shines down a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, to say like so Gabriel Iglesias is like to come to Jesus, like
yeah, something along those lines. Like I said, maybe some doves, maybe
a dove flies,
doves fly.
rainbow.
Prince plays in the background. I mean, it is what
you hear a little bit of Marvin Gaye in the background, a little "Let's Get It On."
All right, yeah, I think that wraps it up. Go ahead and move to the next one.
Next
Okay.
question.
So kind of to follow up with that, when do men really know when they want to marry a woman? Like, when do you know that you're ready to propose and...
You go first on this one. You go first on this one.
So back in I met Sydney, Sid. I just doxed you as well.
Jesus, dude, you're horrible at this. Bad podcasting.
I met Sid back in high school. You could say high school sweethearts. This year we'll be together for 10 years.
Aww.
I know that's.
I'm so touched.
Shut up. Anyways, we met back in high school, and I had always been one of those people that had said, I'm going to date to marry.
Player.
I can't. I won't lie. I was a little bit of a player back in the day, but I did. I think that I went and I had good intentions to date to marry, especially when I met Sid. I just felt like I invested a whole lot of time and energy, and I think she could agree. She did the same, and I think that it's just one of those things when you know, and I don't know if I can put a timeline on that because it's different for everybody. But I kind of knew. So it's a funny story. I kind of knew that Sid was the one when the first time I took her to a homecoming date, and maybe this shows some character on me. But hey, times were different back then. But I knew Sid was the one when she brought a free appetizer coupon to a homecoming meal. and I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gonna front.
Hey.
I ain't gonna front. I was cheap.
What do you mean was?
I'm still cheap, but at the end of the day, there was more reasons besides that.
To
It was
add
just
on to that, I think me, our sister, mom, and dad all knew you were gonna marry her the minute she made it through the first holiday.
yo. I don't want to turn this into a roast on Dom.
When she made it, when it came to her birthday, and she got a present, we're like, oh my god, Dominic. Oh, sorry, I just doxed him. You've grown as a man. You must love her.
There's a lot of things. I mean, you kind of know too that when the girl means a lot to you and you take her home to meet your mom and your dad. I mean, I'm a big family guy, and making those steps. If I took you to meet my parents and I didn't take you to the house without my parents being there.
Oh, so now let's throw X under the bus.
You definitely meant a lot, and I think that, like I said, when you find out that that's what you want to do, it varies for people. But for me, it was one of those things where I knew pretty early on that she was somebody special, and I really wanted to make this thing last. So that's all I got.
So now on to the other side of the spectrum. So having been married once, when I knew, it's just something that, I mean, it changes and people change. This is not to it said people change. It's just something that it is. A guy knows he's ready to get married when you go head over heels, stupid gestures, like you would do anything. Like that's when I knew. When I knew I was going to get married, or I wanted to be married, I had just had my son, and the world stopped. And I couldn't imagine anything else. Now, clearly I was wrong.
Yikes.
But
Oh,
it is what it is. Like I said, people change. It's no one's fault. Just people. Sometimes people grow apart. That's part of life. It is what it is. It's no one's fault. Now knowing, like, having been through that and going through, like, I've dated a few girls. I've gone out with some people, and I have yet to feel that feeling again. And I know when I am gonna meet whoever it is, that if I'm willing to do something stupid, like it's 2 a.m, I'm gonna go out and you said you needed me and you call me at 2 a.m, I'm gonna be there.
They needed the chicken fries from Burger King.
Yeah, they needed some chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
If you call me
Extra ranch,
and you're at your house and you're like, hey, I'm stuck on the toilet and I can't get any toilet paper, and you call me instead of calling someone that actually lives in the house, I will be there. That's how I know. That's how I'll know then.
That's what's up, man. Any
Yeah.
comments, Sid?
No, I would just tell somebody to get their own toilet paper.
Yeah, seriously, like, it's-
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I'm
Next
a little bit
question.
more
Next
caring.
question. Next question.
Okay.
Let's keep this thing rolling.
Apparently my face doesn't recognize me. Okay. So what do you look for in a wife?
What the?
I'm talking about now.
This is what people want to know.
I'm looking for
Yes.
the peach. No, I'm just kidding.
A what?
The peach, the booty. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke.
He ain't joking.
It's kind of a joke. I used to joke with Dad about that all the time. It's like, yeah, it's like I know I'm gonna like that girl when it's like a Sir Mix-a-Lot song. Baby got back.
She got
that's
thick with 3 C's.
Yeah, she's a little slim, thick with 3 C's,
Then
maybe even
Dom
a few in
didn't marry
there.
me for the right reasons. If that's
Oh.
the case.
I got different standards.
now I used that was me. That was me. Basically, from the time I hit puberty up until how old am I now? It's probably till about like a year ago. That's bad to say, but I mean, what I really look for, one, if she hates kids, I mean that's fine. You can hate kids, but I got kids, so like that's just naturally not gonna work. It's just I gotta know you're a good person. Like, you can be beautiful. I know some of the most beautiful women in this town, and I mean, and some of them are just complete garbage human beings. Like, and I don't mean that like to sound cruel, like, oh, someone's like, oh, they put you in the friends. No, it's I couldn't, like, yes, you can be beautiful, but be ugly on the inside. Like, I'm not saying like kicking puppies or anything, but like you can be somebody that like,
Oh, let's kick some puppies.
you'd be someone that's like, oh my god, she's so pretty, but then she'll go and make fun of people or make fun, like, based off how they look or life circumstances, and it's just like, good lord, if you're like that now, you're gonna be so much worse when you're an old hag, and I don't want to deal with that. It's just like, yes, a pretty face will get my attention, but you're like, the inside's got to keep me there. It also doesn't help if you are a little slim thick. That definitely helps a little bit, but that won't keep you around though.
From my perspective, I mean, granted, I've been together with, like I said, a decade of my life has been spent with the individual to the left or to the right of me, depending on where you're looking. I mean, we're filming this, but regardless, I mean, I think what I looked at for the most was, I would say, initially you look at individuals for looks. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this is honestly, it's true, uncensored podcast. But
It's like if you see someone with a busted smile.
yeah,
Like, their teeth is so crooked that it's throwing up gang signs.
So the first thing that I look at, when I was one of those guys looking for somebody I was wanting to spend the rest of my life with, obviously, first features are eyes and smile. Eyes and smile, that's a key. And then, I really think though that after you spend some time with an individual, the personality is what really shines. And I mean, like I said, I don't think that I would take somebody that it has a bad personality home, because honestly, if you don't pass, and I'm gonna say I'm the biggest mama boy that you'd ever see.
Oh, no way.
And if you can't make it past my mom, and my mom can't roast you and you can't get mad
or
cry
cry
or don't want to come home.
So many girls have cried, guys.
Then you can't make it in a relationship with me. I mean, you got to have a good personality. You got to know how to laugh. You got to know I do some stupid stuff, and you got to be able to work with me on that stuff and laugh. So I think realistically, it's kind of like the bland answer. But I look for personality.
Everyone's gonna think we're lying. Everyone thinks gonna think we're lying. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Like you. Can
I got some friends.
You could be the greatest person in the world, but if I'm not attracted to you, it's nothing personal. It's just I'm not invested in you that way. It's like, and I think both guys and girls take this the wrong way. It's like if someone might think I'm a nice person, but I'm like 5 to them. That's fine. I might not see myself as that, but like if you're not attracted, you can't force attraction. It's just not a thing.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You can like be friends now. I mean, it's a little weird if they're like if you're getting the guy and girlfriends and then they're dating people, it gets a little weird. But I mean, you can be friends with somebody, but yeah, it is about personality because beauty fades. Everyone's gonna be old, wrinkly, and have them weird spots and turkey neck after a while.
Not me.
Yo. But yeah, so I think that's what it breaks down for that one.
Okay.
That was beautiful, guys.
Hopefully it starts to spice up.
Did you just call me beautiful, Ed?
No, I said that was beautiful, guys.
Okay.
Jesus, Sid, calm
I'm
down.
gonna take it back like you said that. Okay. So now we'll move on to bathroom talk.
Let's go. This is our
I
specialty.
thought we were done with this.
No. Okay. So the first question is, why do you leave the toilet seat up?
It's easy. That's it.
But that's rude.
No, I know. Okay. So, but here's the thing.
But it's not rude from his perspective.
So here's
It's
the.
rude.
I know, but
He has a daughter, but I mean,
She could fall in.
I know, but here's the thing. So I have a daughter. When my daughter is here, the seat is down. My son has been taught to put the seat down, and that is just what we do. When my kids are with their mom, that seat's up. 9 times out of 10, unless it needs to be used to sit on. So I'll have a counterpoint that Sid's on here with us. You asked us why we can't put it down, or why we leave it up. Why can't you just put it down?
That's nasty. Like,
But
I
thought we were
shouldn't have
equals.
to touch the
But I
toilet
thought
seat
we were
because-
equals.
so we're nasty for having to pick it up.
Yes, but that's your
Yo.
problem.
But
Do
you're
you
gonna
have-
wash your hands, right?
you have
But
to-
you're gonna wash your hands,
Yeah,
right?
after I wipe.
Well, Jesus, Sid, like,
Oh, good God.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
but like, question:
just put it down.
do you have to pick it up?
No,
I don't.
I normally don't, because if I make a mess, I'll just clean it up. It's my house. But if we're in a public bathroom, I don't care if I pee on the seat.
But the thing is, for me, is, I mean, you
Because
could.
there's a unisex
I ain't
bathroom,
even
like
picking
family
that toilet
bathroom.
seat up. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm confident in.
I make my son pick it up because I don't want him peeing everywhere, because then I have to clean it.
I'm confident with the aim that like.
It's
yo,
like
this-
having a sniper rifle, just being able to aim and just.
I ain't splashing nothing on nowhere, and you know what?
Unless I'm drunk.
Yeah, I mean that's a curveball, but in reality, if you're worried about that, ball out and buy a urinal. Simple as it gets.
Dude, that's life goals.
Yeah.
Or just put the toilet seat down.
Or you could put it.
I mean that doesn't really apply to me. It doesn't really apply to me.
Sid.
But
We're equals.
Listen,
Equals.
I don't have to pick it
Equals.
up, so
Equals. Equality.
I shouldn't have to put it down.
We are an all equality podcast. Guys
I hope you can't
and
see
girls
my
should
pimple on
all
that.
be putting it down equally.
Sorry.
Okay. So we'll follow kind of with the next one by our one and true love that asked this question. Why do you just let your pee drip off and shake it? Like, why can't you wipe it?
I think as kids were we not taught to, I don't like to wipe. Like when we're kids.
Yo, I don't even remember that.
My whole thing is, I mean, why do you have to? It's like getting gas at the gas station. You just go, you shake it a couple times, not too much, because then you're playing with it.
Yo.
And you put it
Yeah,
away.
but doesn't your gas ever like drip down the side of your car?
Yeah.
Because that's what it's
No,
like in your
not me.
underwear.
'Cause we're used to it.
Quit using the analogies. This is raw and uncensored.
Fine, you pull your out.
No, but really, if you were supposed to wipe, and society thought you were supposed to wipe, why would they make urinals with no toilet paper?
I mean, there might be guys who wipe, but I assume they're installed.
Because men lack common sense. Like, you can maybe do your math all day and all of that, and you're smart on your books, but I'm sorry, y'all lack common sense to know.
Are you insinuating that women don't read books?
Yeah,
That's
are you assuming that men are the only ones good at math?
Yes, this is like this took a dark turn.
No,
This
but
took a
like
dark
that's
turn.
why you people don't put toilet paper.
What do you mean, you people?
That's why you men don't put toilet paper by a urinal.
I mean, okay. In all honesty, if we're peeing at a urinal, half the piss is going on the floor anyways. So
That's disgusting.
I mean, I'm not the one that's.
They make urinals
I'm
out of
just
biscuit
kidding.
troughs.
I don't pee on
What's
the
a
floor. Yeah,
trough?
it's just like a.
It's just a hole in the ground.
Floor. Yeah, hole in the ground. Just
Oh,
peeing.
that's disgusting. That's prison.
I mean, we used to pee in the showers.
I mean, I'll go to the
That's
same
being a
place.
shower.
Like at school?
School, home, plate, like wherever.
Well, there you have it. If you shower at HHS, don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't.
Yo, my God.
it's like
Don't.
they used to tell you that if you peed on your feet, it wouldn't keep you from getting athlete's foot.
Yeah, that's what they used to say.
No, that's disgusting.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
getting
so,
washed.
so that's besides the point. So basically,
Sorry,
the reason,
this took a weird turn.
The reason why we do is because we don't necessarily like. If I go to the bathroom at work
It's not like my underwear
and I need
it,
and I need to pee at work, then
How do you know?
because I wash my own laundry.
yo, I'm trying to get this point across. If I'm going at work, I'm not going to the stall.
If you go to the stall,
to take
you're
a leak,
self-conscious.
I'm
You have
going to the
issues.
urinal, and the urinal doesn't have toilet paper.
Yeah.
So why in the world would I wipe?
I don't even use toilet paper when
so
I
what
go
you're
to the stall. to
saying
pee.
is that you use your underwear to wipe.
No, you shake it off.
No,
That doesn't work. I
Two
don't believe
shakes?
that works.
that's like
It's-
97.5%
You're gonna
dry.
have to take our word for it, Sid, because you don't have one. It's 2 shakes. You put it away.
I don't believe it.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Move it on. Let me crack another cold one.
Okay.
Let's go.
You got that on my phone.
It happens.
If you really drink like that, I wouldn't have married you.
Yo, keep it going. Get the next
Okay.
one. We're already going and we're burning up some time.
Okay. Don't read.
I ain't even reading.
I don't even know how to read.
Why do you take so long in the shower /
Do
bathroom?
you really want to know?
Yep.
Do you really want to
Yeah, I
know?
want to know the whole
I'm
story.
on
And I
my
know
phone.
if you're my husband, you're sitting there
I'm on my
watching
phone.
YouTube.
I'm literally, if I'm in the bathroom for a long time, I am on my phone, taking a dump, watching videos, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, Facebook Live, and I'm scrolling through stuff. And then when I'm done laughing, I wipe my ass and I go about my business.
You want
Now, if I'm in the shower, you know what? I'm just not gonna lie. Sometimes I just sit in the shower because I like hot water. I'll just sit there and I just think about life's serious questions, like, why do my feet smell, but my nose runs?
my God.
Why is water
Crazy.
wet?
What?
If we can see water, can fish see air?
I don't want to get sidetracked.
Whoa.
I don't want to.
Boom, like
You
that.
blew my mind.
I think
right
of stuff
there.
like that.
I don't want
think of stuff
I don't,
like that.
I don't want to
Just
get
weird.
sidetracked, but just let this one ponder on your mind. This goes for the people back home. If you're getting out of the shower and you're clean, how does the towel ever get dirty?
It doesn't.
Yo,
No, it does.
The towel-
No,
let me explain this. No.
That's for another podcast.
No, I
That's
have
for
to
another
explain
podcast.
this.
No.
Okay, so random.
That's
That's
another.
How many
That's-
times do you wash your towel?
Dude, we're gonna get sidetracked.
Yeah,
That's
we-
another.
It's
That's
like
another
you go like
podcast.
the new girl. It's like I don't wash the towel. The towel washes me.
Yo. That's
Okay, but
it.
your towels get dirty, so wash them.
No, that's
No,
another
I use them
podcast.
for at least like a week.
So, anyways, let that one ponder. Tell us in the comment section what you think below. That's a crazy question. That's besides the point, though.
Give me some conspiracy theories. I'm into that.
No joke. The reason why I take so long in the shower in the morning, I get up, like I said, at 6 o'clock. I'm ready to go. Usually it's like 6:20, 6:30. I roll out of bed. I crank the shower on every morning. Same deal. Crank the shower on, and I let it heat up the bathroom.
Sauna effect.
Let it heat up the bathroom. I'm sitting on my
Cleans
phone.
out the pores.
And I'm scrolling my phone, doing all this, checking everything, reading the news, watching a video.
Sometimes I'm on Tinder. I'm just like.
I need
left,
to make another
left,
point
left,
though
right.
about this whole phone on thing.
Some random dudes might just like some. Now I'll be honest. Some people from your mom's group, their guys might just be in there doing some inappropriate stuff.
Okay,
That's
but
not-
my
that's
question
what we
is
do.
like, you're sitting on the toilet,
Taking it
holding
up.
your phone
Yeah.
with your poop hands. That's
Nuh-uh.
disgusting.
I keep one hand clean.
No.
I'm right-handed, so I wipe with my right hand. I keep my phone in my left hand, and then I just use my
Whoa.
thumb.
Mm.
You keep
That's
you
sketchy.
take your phone, you put your pinky under it, 3 fingers like this. You just go like this.
Sometimes I even take my phone and put it on like a stand somewhere like
you
the
use
toilet
this little
roll,
pop stop
and I watch.
and you just put it up like
you
that.
have room on the toilet roll because you don't ever put the toilet paper back on the
Oh,
roll.
Yo, quit beefing with me. Anyways, I put it there. I watch my video. I get through it. I say, hey, let's go jump in the shower.
Hey, yo.
Jump in the shower. And then,
What?
you want to know why we take long in the shower? Because we like to be clean.
Hell yeah.
And so I go over there and I got a routine. I wash my hair.
What?
Not once, but twice.
What?
Wash my hair. And if you don't believe it, read the back of your shampoo bottle. It says to wash, rinse, repeat.
What?
Why in the world would you only wash your hair once?
How come
Hell
you can
yeah.
listen to a shampoo bottle but not me?
Because your words aren't written down, Sid.
But I'm just answering the question for the people. Anyways, that's basically why I take that long. I mean,
Next question.
sometimes in the morning too, I brush my teeth and
Do you brush them in the shower?
No, dude,
Good.
you're
I was gonna say that'd be
crazy.
gross. I know some people.
I
that do
brush
this
my
nasty.
teeth and then I jump in because it's nice and warm. That's what
Brush
I
my
do. I
teeth
take a
after.
little long that way.
I like that cool, refreshing mint.
Okay, so these are going to be like some random questions. They don't really have topics. Okay, first one.
Try not to burp in the mic.
You're so polite. Why do you space out when women talk to you?
I mean, if you got something interesting to say, I'll pay attention.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
honest. I've spaced off like 3 times during this podcast. Like sometimes I just stare off into space. I'll just be like this. And then I'll look at you, dead in your eyes. You're like, did you hear me? And I'll say, what?
Yo, honestly though, we can ask.
Or
the
I'll
same,
just agree.
we can ask the same thing to women.
Or I do this. This is my favorite. What?
They go out there
I
though.
laugh when I say it, and it just makes them mad. Sometimes I do it to mess with them. I'll just be honest. Me personally, sometimes I do it just to mess with women. Just because it's funny, it's like passive aggressive to me. But sometimes I just do it without noticing. I have a very short attention span.
I got a bad short-term memory, but a really good long-term. It's confusing, but it's always been, even from when I was little growing up, my mom could tell me something to be like, yo, go get go get the laundry out of the dryer. And I'd be walking back there, and no joke, I'd walk from the front of the house to the back of the house, and I'm thinking like,
What?
what the world does she even tell me to do?
My favorite is someone like, there's a meme that went around, and it used to be like, it said, my wife just yelled at me and said, are you even listening to me? And I just thought, well, that's a weird way to start a conversation.
Yeah, I think that's my problem though. I got a bad short.
If I get focused on something, like it'd be random. Like right now, I'm staring across the room. If I just stare across the room and I just keep looking, I just kind of tune everything out. Like I won't see anything in my peripheral vision. I will space out, and then all of a sudden, someone has to go.
I think
wake
that's
me
my
up.
big thing is just short-term memory is brutal. And if I
sometimes I do.
I like taking the Albert Einstein approach too. If it's not that important, I just block it out.
Yeah, like if you're just telling me it's like, well, this was happening and this was happening and this was happening. If the story's dragging and you're going to a bunch of side points, kind of like how we do, and I'm just not into it, I'll just be like, oh really? That's interesting. Tell me more. I'm not listening.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. What do you got next?
Because I'm spacing out.
Exactly.
Okay, so picture you're with all your boys drinking beer.
Hell yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, what's topic?
It's easy. It's easy. If you're with my friends it's sports gambling.
That's true. If it's his
Okay.
boys. Now, if it's my friends,
We're talking
man.
about sports gambling, gossip, and not too much gossip. Like all the girls probably think, yo, they probably talking about this, and this. No, we're talking about the games. We're talking about games coming up. We're
with
talking
my
about
best
who's betting
friends,
on who.
because I'm a little bit older. With my best friends,
We
I
know.
got 2 really good friends. Anytime we get together, like we'll reminisce about like when we were younger. We'll think about, hey, remember when we did this? Or hey, we should do this. Sometimes I'll ask random scenarios. Like I've done this with Dom a couple times. It's like, all right, hey, would you rather be blind Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or have no thumbs for the rest of your life?
Yo, if
Just
I had-
random stuff like that.
Yo, honestly though,
I would just be
if I
blind
had-
9 to 5, and I'd work a night job. I'd be asleep during 9 to 5, and I'd wake up and work at night, so I'd have a loophole.
I'm gonna tell you though, if I had a cricket soundbite, I would have probably played it right there. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's what we talk about. We talk about sports. I mean,
Or you'd be like, hey,
we're
remember
men.
that one time you kicked that kid's ass in the locker room?
And if you ask other people and other men that have other interests, maybe it's, hey, when I'm with my friends, we talk about fishing. We talk about racing
You
cars.
basically talk about stuff that you have shared interests in.
Yeah, we talk about how many beers we drink.
My favorite one
it is what it is.
My favorite one is if I hang out with a friend I haven't seen in a long time, not one of my best friends, but it's a friend like from school or college or whatever, and they come up to me and it's like, hey, did you hear what so-and-so's doing? Nope. What do you want to know? I don't give a shit. Otherwise, I'd be friends with them.
So what do you think women talk about though? Like
Anything.
Like what though?
I assume that when women get
Gossip.
with their friends, they talk about, hey, so how have you been? Oh, that's good. Hey, so does your boyfriend do this? Or does your friend do this? And, oh, really? Because my boyfriend's always doing this, and I don't understand why he's doing it. And then you guys will get together and complain about why they're doing it, and that, man, they just think they're so the audacity.
Yeah, those pigs.
So you think our world and our brains revolve around
No,
men?
I think you guys have
it's
your
just
own
gossip.
things,
It's
but
just
you
gossip.
don't like if.
But most
if women,
gossip revolves around
women
men.
talk to their friends more than guys talk to their guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
gonna
like
tell
I'm gonna
you-
assume like if you had a really good friend, you probably talk to them not necessarily daily, but more than weekly. Like I haven't talked. I just talked to my best friend, and I just talked to my best friend. I haven't talked to him before in like 3 months because he lives in North Carolina.
I'm gonna tell you this. My wife's phone dings all
I assumed
the
it would.
time.
So like
And I'm
I think
gonna
you guys
tell
talk
you-
about like random stuff, but like if you guys get together, it's just
You wanna know
everything that's going on, like just random stuff.
You want to know then, for me, from my perspective, this is, and I've told my friends this, they've told me back same situation. I'm the type of person that I ain't going to text first.
Also, don't tell me stuff because if you tell me a secret, me personally, I'm not good at keeping secrets. So don't tell me stuff.
But the thing is, though, for me, though, is like, I don't text first, and they have that same mentality. They don't text first. So then
Someone just sends out text to
yeah,
hey, yo.
yeah, one of us
It's like,
caves.
hey, beers? There's this beers, question mark.
A few beers, and then he
No,
comes
you
crawling in
you
at
get
12:30.
beers, question mark, and then you get a thumbs up emoji, and you're like, fuck yeah, let's
we're
go.
going. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's really minimal conversation, to tell you the truth, but when it is what it is.
Okay,
Ugh, it's
let's
trash.
see. Okay, so do
You
you
drink it
actually think that people care if they see you buying like tampons? and
Yes.
pads?
I don't give a
Yes.
crap if people see me buying this.
You care?
I
No.
don't.
I thought you
I
said
don't.
that.
I don't think if. Who
I thought you
cares
said
if
if people care.
Who cares?
But like, do you think that people notice it as
Oh,
much as you would think?
They probably notice, but here's the thing: if some people, like I used to work as a cashier, like when I was in high school, some people look, and if you're around someone who's immature, they'll probably get uncomfortable, or you're around someone and they want to be in your business. Who cares? Who cares what they think? Do what you want. I'll go to Walmart right now, buy a pair of Magnum condoms and cucumbers just to weird out the cashier.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that's what I'll.
Yeah, but, like,
I'll go get.
tampons and
I'll go
stuff.
get.
no,
Who cares?
no. I mean, it is what it is. There's stuff checkout these days. Who
Pregnancy
cares?
tests?
I mean,
No,
I
I
don't
mean-
need a pregnancy test, but and I'm not dating anybody. But who cares?
Yo, there's this thing called Amazon. Order them
I
off
one
Amazon.
time
Yeah,
went
but
to-
sometimes Amazon,
Hey,
you can't
one
wait.
time on a dare, I went to
You
a
can't
store.
wait 2
and I
days.
asked-
It's called
If
Amazon
I
Prime.
start my period today,
Jesus.
no, I can't wait 2 days.
Hey,
Yo.
I literally one time went on a dare, went to a store and asked them for extra small condoms because my buddies dared me to.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. They told me not. They had to ask someone else.
There probably is, but you can get them from the store.
I mean,
Amazon.
you gotta
Yeah,
ask
you
your doctor.
Amazon.
You gotta ask your doctor.
you probably something's got to be prescribed to you. Like your doctor's like,
Hey, but
Jesus.
hey, I'm not concerned with that. I sit there and I'd be buying like, yo, I sit there calling like, hey, yo, what? I'm just looking at this wall and I just see a bunch of pads over here. I'm like, what the? What
my
am I?
favorite thing ever buying like items like that is like I go to a store and there's like I go to like Dillon's or Kroger for those of you who don't know what Dillon's is, and this little old lady when I was like 21 years old, this little old lady probably in her 80s, and she's working at night and she just goes and she scans it and she looks at it and she looks at me and she looks at it and says, well, someone's gonna be having a good night tonight, and I'm just like, damn, lady, it's like that's none of your business. And no, I'm not, because I'm by myself.
I'd be the guy too to be like, yo, I bought some.
I was like,
you
yeah,
know,
go ahead and
some
give me that
pads, some-
5-hour energy.
Yeah, I'm like some pads, tampons, or some condoms, and I'm like, yo, let me get that bag of Starburst.
Give me that.
Let me get
give
that.
me them Skittles.
Let me get that energy drink, and they're
That
like,
is you when you go to just buy diapers, though.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
exactly. That's
Like,
what I'm
that
saying.
is you.
Yo, how many more questions you got? We might have to make a part 2.
No, we got time. We got time.
Yo, hurry it up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Chill.
Do you feel expectations of being a man are tough to live up to?
Are we talking
it's-
old time?
You go first, because
Are we talking old time?
Just like whatever, however you feel society makes you feel like you have to be a man, is that tough to live up to?
Yo, so I'm going to go ahead and maybe you should go first because mine's pretty long-winded. So
it's weird. Growing up, I never really felt any of it until you get to like, around those years you hit puberty, it's like starts. And I don't know. It's weird because like women want you to be emotional, and I'm emotional. I think I do a pretty good job of conveying my emotions. Like if I'm not just mad all the time. I cry a bunch. Don't use that against me. But it's just weird because like people tell you like I'll use a previous relationship. I had someone like I cried and she told me I should just be a man about it. And I was like genuinely sad.
Jeez,
and here's the thing. But then when I don't cry, and then I'm not gonna cry, then you're like, well, you're not emotionally available. How can I? You can't, and that's frustrating. As a man, that's frustrating. It doesn't like that's where I struggle because I'm either told that I'm either always angry and I'm emotionally unavailable, or I'm sad. If I'm sad, I'm told I gotta man up. I gotta man up. Men, you're a man. Just get over it. How bad do you have it? I mean, it sucks. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you, I don't think my life's bad, but like sometimes it's just, I mean, shoot. Sometimes you gotta cry. It is what it is. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like to cry just because like, sometimes I feel like I'm crying about nothing, but it's better than penting it all up. But like, if you're around people, like I think my best friends have seen me cry once or twice, and I've seen them cry once or twice. And people think like, and we're comfortable with each other. Like I tell my best friends, I love them. Whenever I talk to them, I love them. Hey guys, if you're watching this right now, I freaking love you guys. And like I don't mind sharing it with them. Yeah, I said freaking. I already dropped one F-bomb. I'm only allowed one per episode. But it's just, I guess it depends on the people you're around, because some people care about it more. Like being around some of the people I've been around, not necessarily other men, but women, I've been told that I should just man up, because real men do this. Real men provide for their families. Real men do this. Okay, so it's like Chris Rock said it best. The only people loved unconditionally are women, children, and dogs. Men are only loved if they provide something. And that is incredibly sad. If I don't provide, whether it be money, food, bills, house, or whatever, and I'll be honest, I struggled with that. What value do you have if you don't do that? And it sucks. But I've gotten over it. I'm like, it's something I've worked on personally, but it's like that cuts deep. That's just wild.
I think for me, like I said, I had a long-winded response, but I'll keep it short. I mean, I taught a class back in when I got out of college. I was able to teach a leadership course that talked about culture and context and different aspects of that. In reality, there's a really good video that
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It may be off Netflix.
Might be on Hulu or Amazon Prime.
If you search it, you'll be able to find it. It's called, I think...
It's like The Mask You Wear or something like that.
Yeah, The Mask You Wear or something like that.
Mask You Live In.
No, The Mask You Live In. Yeah. So it's a really good movie. Check it out. That's not a paid advertisement. It sums this up really good.
It's just a good thing to watch.
It's a good thing to watch. All ages can watch it. It's really puts you in powerful. It puts you in a perspective on a lot of things. And I'm gonna go ahead and sum up from my perspective. Society puts you in a box. When you, and this is men, women,
and it does it to everybody. Whether men, women,
your sexuality, whatever,
races, it does it to everybody.
I don't want to get too polarized in this aspect,
or
but
political.
Realistically speaking, as a man, you get put in a box to say, this is what society thinks a manly man is. And if you have emotions, and if you have X, Y, or Z,
and
or
if you fall
outside that box, you're
not
different.
a man.
and
you're different. You're not a man.
You're not a man, and that's what's messed up with society. I don't, and this ain't the liquor talking. This is Dom talking. That is, we need to break that culture, because in reality, a man could be what a man wants to be. Just like we tell women, a woman can be anything that they want to be. But in reality, a woman or a man can be anything that they can see as an example of somebody else. So when women say, "Hey, I want to be the next president," we've never seen a woman president,
but we can.
But you can do that. I'm a man and I want to be a police officer. Well, look up police officer in any Google search, and guess what? You're going to see nothing but men. So as a young man, I can see what I want to be in the future. And I just think that we need to break the bond on that.
You need to break
that box that society puts us on.
It's sad because like having a daughter and having a son, I've always been worried. Like, man, people are gonna treat my daughter, tell her she can't do stuff, and she can do whatever she wants. At the same time, like my son, and I've gotten after him, and people think I get after him for crying. I was like, no, I'm not getting after you for crying. I want you to process your emotions. I want you. Why are you crying? And I'll ask my son that every time he cries. And some people take that as, oh, well, you're being toxic. You're not. No, I honestly want him to think about why he's crying. Like, are you crying because you're sad? What are you sad about? Are you hurt? Are you angry? Because sometimes men cry when they're angry. Are you happy? Like, what is it? Like, you have to process that emotion now, because if I don't teach you how to do that now, by the time you're an adult, it's just going to be an issue.
Yeah. So in summary, I mean, it's just one of those things where, it is tough being a man to some degree, because I mean, that's how I see it. Is I got to provide for my family.
You get painted. Like we have to do this. And if we don't, we're failures.
Yeah. But I mean, it could be roles reversed too, as well.
Yeah, it does. And it goes for women too, because women get painted in like a motherly thing. And I know tons of women that don't want to have kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is perfectly fine. But they're looked down on because they don't want to be mothers. And you know what? Who cares? If they're happy, let them be happy. Live your life.
But all I'm saying is that if the roles are reversed and, my wife was a lawyer or something and made a bunch of money, hey, I'd be a stay-at-home dad. I ain't even gonna lie.
You're getting allowance.
All right, let's go. How many more we got?
Okay, I have 2 left.
Okay.
So kind of on that topic, what do you wish women understood about you better?
For me, it's easy. I wish they knew. I guess it's not easy, but one of the pieces is my hobbies and interests. I mean, my hobbies and interests are, I guess you'd classify them as expensive. I like cars. I like shoes.
All men's hobbies are expensive.
Mine's sports. Mine aren't that expensive.
Can be.
I just watch it on TV.
I just like.
I'm not. Now, if I was playing, it's older.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Some people like video games. Some people like things. But
some people like gambling.
If you can understand the hobby to a certain extent where it's not detrimental to who you are as a man, I think that's
like,
huge.
If your boyfriend's into playing video games, he's not playing video games to not spend time with you.
It's more like
it's like a stress relief. It's like, I go to the gym as my stress relief. Sometimes I play video games. It's like, just understand it. It's like not to ignore. It's just like, you know what? It's that going back to the last question. It's like, this is just kind of how I process my feelings. This is how I get through them.
Yeah.
And it's just how it is. For me, it's just understanding. I need people to understand. It's like, I'm trying to think of the right way to put it. Just understand what I mean when I talk. When I talk to you, if I say something, I mean it. I mean it. I think women get caught up. This isn't to be rude. I think women get caught up in the hodrum, guys sliding into their DMs. Oh, to quote my favorite one, they can say, "You're beautiful." That little DM that they get from the creeper guy. If I say something, I truly mean it. And I think that gets lost in the thing because it's men in their past fault, and maybe it's not just men, maybe it's family, where they were lied, someone said something and they meant something else. Well, if I say something, I mean it. If I tell you I care about you, I freaking care about you. If I tell you I'm going to be there at 8 a.m., I'm going to be there probably at 7:59 just so I can be early.
That's impressive.
That's just
preach.
Just understanding that, because it's wild to me. Like if I tell someone, hey, I really hope you have a great day. They're like, oh, thanks. And I take that as it's like if you don't say it, it's like I don't need you to say it back. It's whatever, but like I actually hope you have a great day, because if I text you later and you say, my day sucked, I'm going to ask you how your day went, because I actually care. I'm not asking you just because I want to have small talk. If I wanted to have small talk, I'll just be like, hey, so, clouds, huh? Yeah.
Bro, X's true colors really showing out.
I'm not that big of a scumbag. It's fine. It's just
it's
my
fine.
battery.
Yo, so what's this last question? Let's get this thing wrapped up.
Okay.
This is already going too long.
All right. So, do our imperfections bug you guys as much as...
No, don't even finish the questions. No.
That was rude.
I mean,
but it
don't,
doesn't
but
bug
it
us.
don't,
Don't
it
interrupt
don't
me.
matter.
Like, I always had some...
I think it bugs me that it bugs you that much. I mean, it's simple.
And one of the biggest things, and it's if you love somebody, you love everything about them. Like, insecurities and all. It's like, it is what it is. Like, I had one, like, I know girls that were like, well, I don't like my smile because there's a small gap between my teeth. It's like, there's a gap between your teeth? I've never even noticed.
Did you just call me out?
No.
Yo. But the same thing goes to be like, yo, I just look a little chunky in this. And it's like, my G, you look at me, man, I'm looking chunky too.
I know some girls will be like, I think I'm fat. No, girl, you thick. You got a big dump truck of a rear end. It's like that. I love that. It's like, why are you so upset?
But I will say,
I get
that's
it though.
our perspective. Some men,
some men are scumbags.
Some men are just some scumbags.
Yeah, you might have some scumbag men that come up and neg you. They're like, hey, you have pretty eyes. They're a little far apart, but if that dude, you kick him right in the nuts.
Let's say you got a husband or a significant other, and they're like, yo, do I look fat in this dress? Yo, honestly, tell them yes, because then if you don't, they'll get mad when they take a picture and then they look fat.
Or you just be like, you know what? Man, girl, you looking like Texas Roadhouse. I love them rolls. Let me get some cinnamon butter on them bad boys.
Oh my God.
But in reality, what men have to realize is if your significant other, whatever it is, if they, and it's significant other, if they go out, whether, their body type changes from when you met them until 5-10 years down the road. They had a kid. They're just, overall, their body type changes.
I like McDonald's.
What you have to do is be supportive of either one. Don't get me wrong. If it gets to the point where it's critical to their health, help them out. Join them in that fight. Dive down the deep road. I mean, this is straight up an honest opinion. It ain't worth going, and maybe it is to you, but it ain't worth to me to throw it away for something that you've built up for so long. I mean, it is, like I said, that's just one of those complicated topics. I think that it's person to person. You're hearing it from the mouths of Dom and X over here. I'm not saying we know a lot, but we know the majority of these answers. And we try to keep it 100 with everybody. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a very blunt person. If you want what I'm thinking, ask me. I'll straight up tell you.
Definitely. Is that it?
I think so.
What's your feedback? How's your first time on the podcast?
It was fine.
I think we need more questions from our lady followers.
Yeah, I think we need to go ahead and
I'm gonna tell you, this was a little bit of a serious episode, and I liked it. It's a good change of pace. I think we keep them coming. Whether it be serious, maybe you throw a joke out there. You're like, man, why do you fart under the covers when we're trying to sleep? I don't know.
Why do your feet smell so bad?
Yeah. Maybe give us some funny ones, but hey, I don't care, man. Just send in some questions. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I enjoyed this as well. But what I want to ask to the viewers is this: if we did do this again, I know this is going to be another long episode.
Yeah.
If we did do this again, do we split it up? Do we do a part 1, part 2? Do we have the questions? I really want to get the engagement of you as a viewer, because
we know it's a long time to sit through and watch.
Exactly.
Hopefully, if you made it this far, you understand. We're being serious. You got the answers you want.
Yes.
So, but if you want it shorter, comment down below. Let us know. Just reach out. Let us know. Hey, maybe you want to hear us do questions. Maybe we can find a segment for guys to ask questions for ladies. We'll just sit here and pepper Sid with questions.
Yo, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, how do you feel about when guys like cars? It could be anything you want. It could be as
it could be as serious as
it could be as raunchy as you want.
It can be as serious as, oh, why does my man always leave at this time, or whatever? Why does he cry after sex? I don't freaking know, but we'll try to answer it.
We'll try to get it answered.
Whatever it is, just let us know. This was fun.
Yeah, let us know. Like I said, we'll split it up into multiple segments. I just want to make sure that the viewership is going in the right direction. I thank you guys again. We got a strong
comment, subscribe, share to all your lady friends. Send to your mom, your grandma, your girlfriend, your cousin's girlfriend. I don't care. Send it to everybody.
And if you're a mom, you can join our Facebook page at Hutchinson Mamas.
And did you just plug your own?
I did.
And if you're a single mom, ladies, I'm single and I like snacks.
Stay thriving.
All right, well, that wraps it up. Like I said, let us know in the comments down below what you want to see.
And if you're negative, piss off.
Let us know what you want to see. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Subscribing is free, guys. Just make an account, subscribe to the channel.
Maybe make 4 accounts, subscribe to the channel.
I want everybody to listen real quick. You like listening to our podcast.
So is just subscribe. The velvet chocolatiness of our voices.
Listen, I'm ready for dinner, so.
Yes.
All right, we're about to go grab some lunch or some dinner.
I'm going to grab a few more brews.
We'll see you all next week on Hoov's Your Daddy's podcast. Like I said, this has been your host, Dom and X, special guest Sid. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.